Green School at Kiralu in Thrissur district of Kerala. In the name of God, the most gracious and most merciful, Medhapadkar, a great revolutionary educationist and environmental activist, made the foundation stone in 19th November 2006 at Kiralu, a divine land of education. Here, the fertile soil of education is get ready for the children. Each and every leaves, trees, butterflies, peacocks, the birds, they can have a story. Great people, legendary leaders, activists, people across, across the world from the different walks of life, they came here. The students and the teachers fraternity, they are working, learning, celebrating together for a common cause. Mr. Hussein sir and Zainaba teacher, the visionary couples, they are continuing their journey in education. Education is not a destination, it's a journey. A journey all of us we have to take part. The journey continues. Salsabeel made a new history in education. It's not an alternative school which functions as a mainstream with the national CBSE curriculum. As a CBSE affiliated school within that frame, they done a lot of things. Here the slogan is mesmerizing. കളിച്ചും ചിരിച്ചും കൂട്ടുകൂടിയും പങ്കുവച്ചും വായിച്ച് പഠിച്ച് കൂട്ടത്തിൽ ഒരാളാകാതെ സമൂഹത്തിൻ്റെ പ്രകാശവും സുഗന്ധവും സൗന്ദര്യവുമാവും. The founder, Hussein Sir, coined this word and written in the nostalgic walls of Salsabeel. As it says, here they learn by play, as it's a experiential learning and which celebrate. The celebration is very much important. Each and every functions, events that create a social educator. കൂട്ടത്തിൽ ഒരാളാകാതെ has to lead a society not to be alone, and it should be the enlighten the fragrance of the society. പ്രകാശവും സുഗന്ധവും സൗന്ദര്യവുമാവുക. That is the aesthetic beauty of education. And Salsabeel put forward a message of aesthetic social education. Society is the real laboratory in Salsabeel. They are not learning within the four walls of classrooms. They have think rooms here, beautiful trees. The people across the world, they are gathering here, staying here, learning here, and engaging together, discussing the world issues without any protocol, without any hierarchy. That's why the society is the laboratory. And here, the students, they are reading more than 5 newspapers a day. And they are discussing the issues, hot issues in the school assembly, as that starts in the morning. And the newspaper, they are the textbooks. Salsabeel realizes newspaper as the textbooks. Education without burden, without the heavy bags and books, that is real order, and the boundless education that's provided from the newspaper. And Every student has to read more than 5 newspapers a day, and they are discussing that in the assembly. The assembly took more than 1 hour or an half an hour or much more that based on the issues, the social issues. Here, all the teachers, they have become the social educators. The aesthetic education is very much important, like our great visionary Tagore. Tagore made a concept that Sabhavanam and started university is called Shanti Niketan in Calcutta. Just like a Shanti Niketan, here Salsabeel stands for a message. Salsabeel, the term itself, is a holy word, and that shows as the meaning of a stream in the heaven. Those who work good deed in the earth, they will be benefited in the heaven. And here in the earth itself, they are getting the mindful knowledge from a stream of knowledge. Education or a school is a stream. Here, Salsabeel creates wonderful learning experiences here. A school is very unique. A school is uh, alternative in operations and a unique curriculum which put into the frame of a mainstream national curriculum of CBSE. As to functioning as a affiliated to CBSE is very difficult, but they are coincide the values of education and is a very innovative and a visionary schools. The Chamber of Education, India, honored along with the functions there in the Department of Education of University of Calicut in Kerala. The Chamber of Education jointly organized an education summit in which the University Vice Chancellor honored Salsabeel as give away a visionary couple award to Mr. Hussain and Sainaba. They are the visionary couples. Chamber of Educations uh, gave this award to Sain sir and his partner, Sainaba teacher, those who are in the journey of education. Visionary couple award. And there are so many people from different parts of life, different parts of the world. They are coming here and staying. They are getting a very rich hospitality here. The campus is so precious, the dancing peacocks. The visit of Salsabeel is very unique and very exciting things are there. The natural things without harming the environment. Moreover, school is just lying as a lab in the nature, as we have to back to nature and to back to future. This is the pandemic time. As part of the academic leadership in the post-pandemic schooling, this model is the one we have to follow. Here, Salsabeel is not teaching anyone, not copying anything from others, but they are the real role models. Here, the students, they are very much free without having any gender bias. It's the house of Salsabeel where these visionary couples they are staying here. But it's not in a house. Maybe it's functioning as an office, as a meeting place, or a strategic discussions, or having Salsabeel tea or the food here. Hussain Sir has its vision emphasizes without compromising any qualities. They are not ready to compromise in their quality. That is the vision. Here the education is just like the life. The real meaning of education is life. Here, the green school. Green is not a color. It's not symbolized for environment. As Hussein sir says, the life. Aesthetic sense of children is very much important in education, but unfortunately, the modern schools, they are not producing this one. As Gandhi functions very well for the national movement and Tagore done his creative aspects. The Bloom's taxonomy, that is the upper layer, starting for the knowledge, understanding, and analysis, and reach to create and creativity. The CBSE introduces in the pandemic time the art integrated learning. Actually, it's meant for the aesthetic learning. Every part, every activities of the schools function with the art. Art is the most prestigious things, that is the creative elements. Art integrated learning, which functions Salsabeel years back. In every program, every activities, they are starting with maybe a drama, maybe a song. They are having lot of cultural activities and students are highly engaging this one. The celebrities having different cultural forms here in all the programs. That's why Salsabeel is not merely a school. It is not just another CBSE affiliated school. Salsabeel is a new school of thought highlighting a message which encrypts the values, the golden words written in the wall. കളിച്ചും ചിരിച്ചും കൂട്ടുകൂടിയും പങ്കുവെച്ചും. Education, the real message as the play. Without any serious in the leisure time, they have to engage with the play, learning, play. And happiness curriculum, that is the കളിച്ചും ചിരിച്ചും കൂട്ടുകൂടിയും. The collaboration, not to compete. Sensible not produce anything as the competitions. They are dead against for the all kinds of competitions. Cut out competition aspects, but collaborations with the relationship and sharing. Even a glass of water, even a mango in the tree, they are sharing each other. That's a culture. വായിച്ച് പഠിച്ച്. There are lot of golden rules to read books and learning here in Salsabeel. കൂട്ടത്തിൽ ഒരാളാകാതെ സമൂഹത്തിൻ്റെ പ്രകാശവും സുഖം. Not to be alone from the society, as to be far from. As Dr. Maria Montessori showcasing her way as they follow the child. Salsabeel make this practice, follow the child. In the school days or any annual functions or in the students they are leading. Not to be in the back, they are different. Students are different. A school for the child. That is the highlights, that is the concept, that is the visionary thought of Hussein Shah. School for children. Not for parents, not for teachers, not for anyone. A school for children. And that is the center of the society. And in the society, the school or the children or the thoughts has to be enlightened. Is an enlightened society with the fragrance. കളിച്ചും ചിരിച്ചും കൂട്ടുകൂടിയും പങ്കുവെച്ചും വായിച്ച് പഠിച്ച് കൂട്ടത്തിൽ ഒരാളാകാതെ സമൂഹത്തിൻ്റെ പ്രകാശവും സുഗന്ധവും സൗന്ദര്യവുമാവുക. That is Cultiversity stands for is an aesthetic school or a center of aesthetic social education, and its title to be not to a school but a new school of thought with keeping all the values and quality in education. The quality and values are very much, that is not for the infrastructure, not for the curriculum imparting by the way of life, the life that is Salsabeel. Salsabeel gets alert. Let's salute together for Salsabeel as to encourage in the journey of the divine education. Education means the light, the divine light enlighten here. Salsabeel Green School that really hope for the society, especially in the pandemic time. As Salsabeel as to lead, we have to follow. Thank you.